Ça marche! Du coup, bonjour. Ça fonctionne enfin. Merci Reddit et la vérification des fichiers. Et ben, let's go. On va pouvoir enfin explorer Groundbreaker. Et du coup, je vais pouvoir réaugmenter aussi mes paramètres. Je vais le faire. Ouais. Désolé. Et voilà. C'est parti.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Génial. Il fait trop chaud. Non. On va peut-être éviter de tomber dans le vide.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies, just as I remembered.
Il est déjà venu ici.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Non. Pensez que tu as des trucs à dire sur lui.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses. I'm in the middle of a situation. If you could move along, I'd be obliged.
Don't go telling him where to step. Groundbreaker belongs to all of us.
Felix, first of all, no, it doesn't. And second, shut the hell up. Don't think I won't detain you again. Hey, knock yourself out. Or him, if you're so inclined.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Oui.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Il s'appelle comment?
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Huh?
Très bien.
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
Bah non, ton collègue il a dit qu'il fait trop chaud.
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
Customs and inspection. Right this way.
Ouais, non, c'est les mêmes que je lui demandais si c'était. Si on avait un moins cher qu'un autre. Ok, let's go.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Yes. Je suis vraiment bien fait de prendre ce vaisseau-là et pas un autre. Hein.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Oh no. Oh no.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Très bien.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
T'as bien raison.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Faut d'abord je regarde le problème du vaisseau.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pulling my leg? Damn freighter captains. If it's not the scurvy getting to you, it's the space madness. All right. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Eh bien. Eh ben, merci pour les
Sure
infos.
thing.
Et
Be seeing you.
ah bah justement, faut parler. Très bien.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Mhm.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it
Yeah.
takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
Ah, elle est là. Ah, là ça marche.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you. The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it. To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
Pas d'autres bounty.
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Ok.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
Génial.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something. All right. Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, mister?
Non.
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning. Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much and Commandant Sunita's gotta reprimand me again and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Merci, Max.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
Allez. Ah oui, non, mais ils sont effectivement de l'autre côté. Bah, va faire ta mission, Icar, du coup. Quoi? Comment il s'était téléporté là-bas? Très bien. Donc, la 10. La peut-être Jerry ou Dom déjà.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO. Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, do it,
Yes.
you can do it.
C'était incident. Efficiently. Wow.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
That last zero G
Anarchists
was a
live as
mistake.
one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2. It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
Yeah.
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
It might be your thermal control system's busted. That can happen if it's not tended to from time to time.
I don't really care what the issue is, kid. I just want it fixed. Sweat's starting to make me chafe in places I shouldn't be chafing.
Oh. Coup de détail.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Jun Lei in engineering.
What do you recommend?
Glass of Rizzo's purple berry wine, maybe.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon,
If you're short on
but a
pitch,
scandal
work off
has
your tab.
rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Coming back. Understood. On my way.
Ah, je sais pas, c'est je peux m'aller.
Heading back.
That appears to be impossible.
I'm going.
Comment ça, c'est impossible?
On my way.
Ah oui.
Need directions? Try an engineer. Groundbreaker's a bit of a maze.
Tu es avec quelqu'un. Mhm. Mhm.
The news package
On va aller
with
voir qui c'est.
crossball scores from Dakotas. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Ouais, fouille pas trop.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too. Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new. Hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again? It's a script. If I don't follow it to a T, I might lose my job. You want me to do it right? Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop improving their lives with our fine products. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate. Well, this is just the beginning of a long, fruitful relationship. Who knows what discounts await the loyal customer?
Je vais voir.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Et je peux trouver où un shop comme ça?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Très bien.
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Okay.
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Oh, c'est des batteries.
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint. Damn it. No slugging for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
Allez, on va se tirer avant.
Have a look.
Il y a plein d'autres. Je vais en prendre une.
Are you... You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Ah.
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Mm-hmm.
Take care.
Dr. Dorset's a deft hand with a blade. Hardly leaves a scar.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Intéressant. Pas embêtant, mais intéressant.
Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway? I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
On peut lui dire
Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for
le
you?
message de l'autre. Non.
You have yourself a day then.
Bon, j'ai trop avancé. plus. Il était pas rouge. C'était pas du vol techniquement. Non.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it. CNP Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.
Uh-huh. Et
CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
ok.
CNP, I can't believe
Ok, est-ce que ça fait un carré?
it's unbelievable how good it is.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Yum.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Une différence, effectivement.
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry. Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat.
Yeah.
Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Tout à fait.
Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Écoute, on va en acheter. C'est combien de sous? Oh, je peux lui prendre les 11.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Chez Spacer?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. Not from around here, are ya? After leaving Earth, they worked a local gas giant from a floating refinery. Dangerous work. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Yeah.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Ok, ok. Que t'as des choses intéressantes. Ok.
This heat's unbearable.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Le chapeau. Ils ont des patchs de quotidien. Ça.
Ça aime manger les chapeaux.
Et oui.
Sup.
Sup. Tu veux de la sauce tomate Vegan, bio, fait maison, sans gluten, sans lait et sans noix.
Je te crois totalement.
2.
Il y a vraiment tout ça?
Bah, c'est ce qui est écrit ouais, dans la description.
Magnifique. Non, ça ira. Je fais totalement confiance à ce robot.
Pareil, pareil. Ça va, stream?
Y a moyen, y a moyen.
Oh mon dieu. Très bien. Alors, quelque chose me dit que c'est ici que je veux aller.
Ah.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property.
C'est là qu'il y a le marqueur de quête en tout cas.
Oui.
Oh, real
J'écoute la discussion
You're
avant.
really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail. Carry on.
Ouais, on ne peut pas parler
Does
de
that
ça.
dome look safe to you?
Oula.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ouais, évite de casser des trucs, s'il te plaît.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Oui, non, mais t'es sûr que tu veux dire ça dans son bureau? Je pense là, il t'a entendu. Hein. Moustache. Moustache.
Yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the
Important,
captain of the
moustache.
Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Ah oui, le vrai Alex. On va pas lui mentir, hein?
No, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Il hésite. Attends, t'es là, hein, déjà.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Tu l'as rangé avant que j'arrive. C'est juste ça.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? no! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Non, je sais pas du tout où il est, Wilson. Non, je sais pas, je suis pas du tout allé discuter avec lui il y a quelques jours.
Pas du tout.
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Non, mais Alex, il m'a jamais parlé de Phineas Wells, t'inquiète.
That's... well, that's
De qui?
terrible news.
Oui, voilà.
Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Be my guest.
Venu. Ça veut collaborer, ce toc-toc.
Eh oui. C'est TikTok.
Alors, non, ça c'est un concurrent.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
It's our choice.
Exactement.
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Parfait, j'ai rejoint.
J'ai vu ça.
Mon dieu. Ça va streamer quoi?
La pluie. J'ai une caméra qui est installée là.
Ah, ça va streamer la pluie. Juste la pluie.
Ah oui. Ouais, juste la pluie.
Mais est-ce que tu es sûr qu'il va pleuvoir?
Ah oui. Enfin. Ça risque. Ça risque.
Oui,
En vrai,
voilà,
ça risque.
j'allais dire. Est-ce que ça risque juste de pleuvoir? Je vois. Je trouve pas qu'il fait chaud.
Law, but it's
Non, je trouve
miserable.
qu'il fait
My
froid.
underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions?
Parce que
Même
je suis
avec les
pas là.
Chief Tennyson
Hein?
is supposedly looking into the cause, but
Il fait
I've
froid
seen
parce que je
nothing
suis
from
pas
him.
là.
C'est
Deplorable
vrai.
conduct.
Mais avec les
My
radiateurs qui est
superiors
sur
will be
chaud,
hearing
je trouve
about
pas
it.
qu'il fait chaud.
You can be certain of that.
C'est vrai qu'il nous fait une chaleur à l'intérieur.
J'avoue qu'il doit faire super chaud dans leur vaisseau là.
luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. To serve at our most esteemed chairman's behest is an honor, and one I'm most thankful for. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Ok.
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 I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes,
Non,
ears,
je vérifiais mes
and
notes.
busy little hands.
Les notes.
Ouais, je vais expliquer ça tout de suite.
Ça marche. Je fais une petite pause pour expliquer, je pense. Mais 5 minutes même pas.
Ok.
I have few complaints.
Ask away.
Non, parce que sur le flingue en random, je ne sais pas. On va éviter de tirer sur le gars qui a l'air de gérer la station. Enfin,
Ce serait
une
une
partie
bonne
de la
idée.
station. En tout cas, le... Non, j'étais chez le représentant du board. Et là, mon perso qui sort le flingue. Alors,
Peut-être pas, hein.
on va éviter ça. Ça paraît pas mal comme ça. Des perks.
Sup.
Sup.
Ok. Alors. Rapide intro, j'ai la flamme. Risk of Rain. On est sur... moi, je vais être de mon côté sur un roguelike. Ouais, globalement, c'est à peu près ça. Et mon objectif, ça va être d'essayer d'atteindre le stage 5, parce que j'ai plusieurs codes que j'ai notés sur le côté, que je vais pouvoir rentrer dans une machine qui est là-bas, histoire de débloquer un peu les artefacts. Voilà.
Et les codes, tu les as trouvés quelque part ou tu les as découverts en
Dans...
jeu?
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est découvert en jeu.
Ok. Cool. Regardez, ma réputation c'est chez Spacer Choice. Nerveux. Positif à 77%, négatif à 100%.
Let's go.
C'est...
Et j'ai bien sûr oublié de changer de clavier.
Oh non.
Voilà, on est parti.
Là, je vais aller vite faire ma pause, moi.
Ok.
C'est 2 minutes, hein, comme dit.
Ouais.
Je reviens
tout de suite.
Tout de suite. Je laisse ton son, comme ça, si tu veux animer.
Ok. Voilà, manquer de l'argent. Mais faut pas trop tarder non plus. Il va falloir réussir à gérer l'équipement et avancer en fait, parce que l'objectif c'est de monter dans un stage haut, pas tellement de tenir longtemps. Et du coup, je vais essayer de pas trop monter la difficulté. Par exemple, j'ai assez pour ça. Je prends quand même des items early. Ok. Je crois que j'ai à peu près comment ça marche. Prends ça. Ok, maintenant on cherche le TP. Combien c'est 5, j'aurais pas assez pour l'item. Ça c'est sûr. 6, toujours pas. C'est que dalle.
Ready when you are.
Voilà. Je t'ai vu, toi. J'ai oublié de dash. Ok. TP, tu l'as, oui. Parfait. TP en easy. Même pas un tiers. Nice. Comment je... Ah, eux. Ok. Ah, ça fait mal. Let's go. Ok. Il y a 80, let's go. Toi. Qu'est-ce que t'as? Re.
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 Ah là là. Bon, en vrai, j'ai froid dans la vraie vie, mais j'essaye de me mettre en mode RP, il fait chaud.
Moi, j'ai froid alors qu'il fait plutôt bon chez moi.
Ouais.
Genre, il fait 17, qui pour moi est une température normale.
Ah oui. Et du coup,
j'ai froid quand même.
Magnifique. C'est la maladie, ça.
Ouais, c'est ça. Je suis sous je sais pas combien de couches. Tout va bien. Mais c'est pas grave, on avance bien. 5 minutes, stage 2. Je suis même pas encore dépassé la difficulté easy.
Ah, bien. Non. Mais attends, c'est qui l'a dit ce nouveau?
C'est le robot de Portal qui va te faire des tests. Non, ça c'est GLaDOS.
Oui, non, effectivement. Ah, c'est la personne qui fait du marché noir.
Ah oui,
Phineas veut que
oui.
j'aille voir. Non, parce que...
Évidemment.
Il y a le marqueur de quête chez elle, mais je suis en mode... Qui es-tu? Attends, c'était... Voilà. Jenny, parce que j'aimerais bien réparer le chauffage.
Ah.
Et en plus, c'est la quête de Parvati.
Parvati.
Alors, je sais pas où il va l'ascenseur, on va d'abord faire le... Par là. Ouf,
Ah
là,
bah, je vais avoir de la VOD à rattraper.
Il fait chaud ici.
This is Halcyon
Ah.
News. We
Parce
interrupt
que
your
cette quête-là, je veux
regularly
l'avoir.
scheduled
Ah.
advertisement for the following story. Spacer's Choice calls rumor of a
Those XF411s? And an old
En vrai,
Yakita
j'ai le chat à
37?
côté. Je vais me
You
mettre
think
tout
they'd let
seul.
me peek at the power plant?
full capacity and will be delivering the gourmet saltuna fillets and other fish-based fine products that valued employees crave.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better
Okay.
hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Advertising and automation. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon,
What?
and no Mercury
I nearly
in
figured out how
Saltuna.
to run that bypass job. Now I've lost my concentration.
Parce qu'il y a d'autres personnes à qui parler, mais... Ok. Ça c'est verrouillé.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Ok. C'est un très bon conseil de vie ça. Gaffe à ce que rien ne t'explose au visage. Oui.
C'est vrai ça.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Non mais venez ici.
I'll make my way there.
Be right there.
Let's go.
Ok, j'en étais.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Je réfléchis quoi lui répondre.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Alors elle répond. En gros, elle me demande ce que je fais ici, et quand général les gens répondent oh, je passe juste. J'ai littéralement la réponse je passe juste. Mais non, faut pas dire ça.
Tu peux répondre la réponse curse.
Exactement.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati.
Je suis retourné à mon point
You
de
can
départ.
ask me anything.
Ah. Embêtant ça.
C'est pas grave.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it.
Mais c'est le TP là.
Honest.
Ah mais je le vois.
Sorry.
Tu le vois?
Je vois le TP.
Tu vois le TP?
Eh oui.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Les radiateurs sont cassés.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Il nous a sorti un pardon my French.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Bah, je vais peut-être pouvoir faire le bouti en même temps, tiens. Vu que c'est là où il y a tous les mécréants, comme elle dit. Ah. Allô? Tu rebototes pas mal si jamais. Ah mais attends, on n'a pas fait la... Je sais pas rejoint la chambre dans l'étude. T'as ouvert la chambre dans l'étude? Je rejoins la chambre, je sais pas si tu l'avais ouvert.
Ah.
Ah.
Pas chez moi.
Pas chez toi quoi?
T'as pas encore rejoint chez moi?
Ah bah j'étais littéralement en train d'appuyer sur le bouton.
Ah ok. Normal, là.
Là, normalement, j'y suis.
Parfait.
Oula. Ça m'a tout décalé. Ah oui, non, mais le perso il a disparu chez moi, ou bien. J'ai tout fait bugger.
Bah yes. Je vais redémarrer et revenir. Enfin, redémarrer vite et revenir. Pardon. Pas de soucis.
En gros, mon perso il est sorti de la fenêtre. Donc, je sais pas où il est. Et j'arrivais pas à rouvrir le menu. C'est embêtant.
Effectivement.
Ah, mais là aussi, on va pouvoir démarrer du coup le jeu. Le YouTube. J'ai oublié cette étape.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Parfait.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love? Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Et alors. Je rejoins de nouveau la chambre.
Parfait.
Plus petit. Oups. Non, 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 non. Te rebarre pas. Il serait enfui avec personne.
Ouais,
On est en
super.
retard.
So what's the plan?
Non, c'est bon. Parfait. Au secours.
Un scotch.
Exactement. Bon, On va aller négocier avec les mécréants.
Ah là là.
C'est toujours une bonne idée. Pourquoi il me dit d'aller au Unreal, oui. Ah, parce que Parvati veut me parler, mais elle veut me parler que au vaisseau. On va faire ça d'abord. Pardon, le texte de mémo a sauté partout.
Ah yes.
Oh, c'est tout cassé ici.
Watch out, there's some puddles of... Actually, it's best not to contemplate that.
Bon, ça, je vais pas essayer.
Les gars que j'arrive pas.
How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
Ah non. Magnifique.
Good work, Captain.
Vite. Ok.
Ok. Comme tu
Ok.
dis. Ok. Beetle Queen, let's go.
All right, I'm going.
C'est le plus.
Et évidemment,
Be right
pas
there.
du tout.
Ah là là.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve...
Ah!
Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That
Oh.
about answers it.
Pas de soucis. Je sais même pas où je suis.
Bah c'est d'abord bien si tu sais pas où t'es.
Je suis à l'étage du vaisseau. Je fais pas peur comme ça, monsieur le vicaire. Non, on est au-dessus du vide. Et il a crié
oui.
comme s'il avait glissé, genre.
C'est pas le moment.
I can't do that. Yes, I'll step lively.
Ouais, là, tout là-bas.
I'll be right there.
Là, là que je viens. Là. Ah mais il y a des... Il y a des bébêtes qui sont pas censées être ici là.
Ah, c'est embêtant ça.
Don't mess with us. For me.
J'ai été propulsé.
Ah.
Un propre roquette.
C'est embêtant ça.
Ouais, un peu.
Ah. J'ai juste fait demi-tour dans la même pièce où j'étais.
Ah yes.